Okay guys, welcome to my video. I'm giving my Strikeforce Paul Daley versus Nick Diaz afterthoughts. I didn't make a prediction video because, who's going to pick against the favorites in this fight? Aoki, Gegard, Gilbert, and Nick Diaz. It's a no-brainer. Went 4 for 4 on the card. I'm pretty sure everyone went 4 for 4 on the card. But the only fights that really had a chance was Nick Diaz versus Paul Daley because, Nick Diaz, he doesn't go with the game. Well, he comes up with his own game plan, man. He always goes in like he wants to fight his own fight. And I thought Aoki was going to have a lot more troubles. And the other two were pretty, I don't know. Gilbert Melendez at a different stage in his career compared to Kawajiri. And then, Keith Jardine stepped in with 2 weeks' notice. But man, I had to make this video because fight card of the year so far. This is my candidate. I really enjoyed it. The fights were a little bit one-sided, like I said, but, it had my attention all the way through, man. Gegard, man, I want to talk about Keith Jardine, man. Keith Jardine, I love this guy, man. How can you not like Keith Jardine? The guy has, he has a big, gigantic fighting heart, man. Never gives up. I hate it when he gets knocked out in the first round, within 2-3 minutes, then I don't like Keith Jardine. But if he stays in there and he's willing to fight, Gegard's a dangerous, dangerous guy, man. King Mo stole a lot of that hype train from him, but Gegard is no joke. And coming 2 weeks, he's known as a gym rat, but 2 weeks, short notice. Keith Jardine came to fight, man. I want to see him back. I want to see him fight. He's supposed to drop down to middleweight, man. I want to see that now, man. Keith Jardine made me a fan. I jumped on his bandwagon. After he lost a crap load, really boring KOs, he didn't really do much. I'm back on the train, man. I want to see Keith Jardine perform. Gilbert Melendez, man, stuffed a takedown. While he's stuffing the takedown, he's feeding the guy shots. Then, in one single motion, he's like, okay, I'm going to reverse this, okay? Pushes him back, gets to half guard. He's already landing the elbows, and I'm like, oh my god, man. I want to see Gilbert Melendez fighting the UFC's best fighters, man. I want to see Frankie Edgar. I want to see Gray Maynard. Oh, man. Aoki. I want to see Aoki fight Charles Oliveira. Submission, oh my god, I don't know how I'd react to that, because it might end really quick, but if they have a lot of, submission exchanges, I'd be, really stoked, man. Yeah, Aoki, I'm jumping back and forth, because a lot of things really made me, smile on this card. Aoki, I thought he was going to have a hard time, man. I thought this fight was going to go 2 rounds, but I was still going to pick Aoki because I was like, man, if it hits the ground, I think it's going to be over. But, man, Aoki handled his stuff tonight, man. The cage didn't bother him. Good bounce-back win. I was happy that he won. This first USA win, to my knowledge, so good for him. Oh, man, Nick Diaz, what a character, man. Oh, man, I have to talk about the referee, man. The Keith Jardine referee, the dude with the 2 beards coming out the side. What the fuck are you on, man? You didn't even give him a warning. You're just like, hey, guess what? You're getting a point taken away, man. You should give Keith Jardine 5 minutes to recover, or, whatever time he needs to recover, and then not taking the point away. And, the draw was a complete nonsense, man. At best, okay, the first round was 10-9 for Gegard, but you take the point away, so it's 9-9, and then the last 2 rounds is 10-9, 10-9 for Gegard. So how you get a draw is beyond me, man. That's really beyond me. And then I want to jump into Cecil Peoples. He's the one that judged Gilbert Melendez? Yeah, man. Yeah, Gilbert Melendez. Cecil Peoples, man, you gotta stop doing that fucking, you ready, and then he comes out and throws his leg up. What is that, man? You're fat, you're not unathletic. People don't turn in to see you throw your leg up, and, I don't really understand why the referees have to be like, hey, you have to stand right there. No, I'm not starting the fight until you stand right there on the exact banner, on that spot, on that logo, right there. Like, if you don't stand there, I'm not going to start it, okay? Okay, you stand there? You stand there? Okay. Now you, yeah, I'm talking to you, okay? I am talking to you. I want you to stand right there, okay? I want you to stand right there, okay? Can you do that? Can you stand right there? Okay. Come together. Okay, let's fight. So stupid, man. You guys, no one pays to see the referees, okay? Just do your job. Try to be in the background. Don't get, man, pisses me off. Okay, on to Nick Diaz, man. Nick Diaz, man, I was scared from the two situations where I thought he seriously, no, he was definitely seriously hurt. In his post-fight interview, he's like, yeah, I didn't really get hurt, training partner, slipped a lot of punches, man, Nick Diaz, man, he comes to fight. I'm a big fan of Scrap Pack now. After tonight, they're probably my favorite fighters, man. Man, both teammates of Jake Shields did good, man. They pretty much, this is the confidence you want for your team, man. The training paid off, if the training, if Jake Shields goes in this fight with a lot of, mental, backup, man, he's in a really good spot to win this fight, Before this fight card happened, I was regretting my decision of picking Jake Shields. For those of you who don't know, I picked GSP to lose to Jake Shields. That's my prediction video. You can go rewatch it somewhere, it's somewhere out there. But man, the confidence that Jake Shields is going into this fight with GSP is probably soaring, man. He's like, man, the training's paying off for these guys. The training's paying off. Oh, man, Nick Diaz. Who does he fight, man? Who does he fight? Honestly, I have no idea who he fights. The only person left at Strikeforce is Woodley. TJ Woodley? No, AJ? I forgot his first name. Something Woodley. Tyrone Woodley. There it is. Tyrone Woodley is basically a black GSP, man, without the striking. But he's explosive, he's a wrestler, and I think it'll be a good test for Nick Diaz. The question is Woodley ready to, graduate from the Challenger Series up to the main card series? Overall, man, I have to say, man, best card of the year so far. Kept me entertained. A little bit one-sided in the fights, but I enjoyed it, man. It's weird. I'm usually very first person to call saying, I hate watching one-sided fights. But on paper, honestly, it's pretty fair, except for the Gegard Mousasi, Keith Jardine, because, Jardine came from 2 weeks' notice. But everything else, in my opinion, is, pretty spot on, almost 50-50. Melendez, Kojuri, they decisioned in Pride. Nick Diaz, Paul Daley. Nick Diaz is, he's game. He's game to fight whoever. No, if you want to challenge him stand up, he'll challenge stand up. Oh, when Big John. Okay, a little bit early stoppage, but I'm gonna let it slide because I'm a little bit biased because I really want to see the second round. A little bit biased. I want to see the second round, but I'm gonna let it slide. Pretty decent stoppage, man. So I can see how some people want to complain, but I'm just biased now. I just want to see the second round. Nick Diaz, Paul Daley, stand-up fight. That's even in my books. Aoki, Berman, Fancy Pants. I'm just calling him Fancy Pants, man. A guy that has good wrestling or decent wrestling, and submission guy that has no wrestling. That's even, man. Yeah, so 3 fights out of the 4 cards were pretty much dead even 50-50 fights. But the outcome, one-sided, man. Ridiculous. But yeah, that's my video as usual. Really good night of fights. If you guys can catch it somewhere, watch on replay. If you T-bowed it, make sure you check it out, man. It has my thumbs up for sure, man. Yeah, see you guys later. My video as usual.